Fault on readout, over voltage. Can I fix myself?
What specific tool or machine does this involve?
A standby Generac 10 kW generator.
How long has this been going on with your Generac generator? What have you tried so far?
It started last week during its weekly auto-run diagnostic. It had me check oil, battery, air filter, and it shut down abruptly with that fault. I check all items, they were fine, and also check 7.5 amp fuse, that was good.
Anything else we should know to help you best?
Any suggestions?
Hi there. My name is I've got 10 plus years of experience in the air conditioning and refrigeration trade. I'm a licensed HVAC tech. I'm also trained in Generac service. I'm sorry to hear about the issue you're having. I would be glad to help you diagnose the issue. Please keep in mind that I am also a service tech actively working in the field, so my responses at times can be delayed. Bear with me because I am also only human, but I'm sure with the knowledge I have, working together we can at least get the answer you need. Phone requests often can be automatically generated by JustAnswer and not myself. Phone calls do make troubleshooting issues easier, but if you do not want phone service, simply ignore the requests, and I'll do my best to help you through text. Can you give the exact model number of Generac? Thanks, Tamar.
I am working around the yard today, so I too may be delayed in my responses. The model number is ###.
Lord knows I need to cut my grass, but it's too hot. Gonna wait till early in the morning when it cools down. So you've got the Guardian series, 10 kW 10 kW/530 guard plus 12 CT/SW according to your model #. Gonna grab my Generac book, BRB. How old is your unit? Over voltage has a lot of possibilité. When you get the alarm, if the generator voltage rises above 110% for 3 seconds, an alarm will be issued. If the generator voltage rises above 130% for 0.2 seconds, an alarm will be issued. Could be very simple, could be very complicated, could need calibrating the voltage, could be as complicated as replacing rotor/stator, which is not something I would recommend a homeowner doing. If you have a true VOH multimeter, we could do some basic checks. Only if you feel comfortable, let me know. Thanks, Tamar.
Unit is approximately 6 years old. I have my VOH now, let's see what we can do. Also, I'm totally focused on this now.
Do you know where the test points are on your genset? They are circular indentions you can stick your leads into. 1. Set meter to MISU or AC voltage 2. With engine shut down, connect the meter test lead across load terminals of the generator's MLCB. This will measure line-to-line voltage 3. Set the MLCB to the open position. Ensure that all electrical loads are disconnected from generator 4. Set a auto-off manual switch to the manual position. Note that the AC under and over volt shutdowns have a 10 seconds delay. 5. Set the MLCB to the closed position. Measure and record voltage 6. Set the auto-off manual switch to the off position if the VOH indicated approx 240 to 244 VAC, the output voltage is good.
You've taken me beyond my abilities. I have no idea whether the test points are, and also what is a MLCB?
Sorry, I had to step away. Let me send a picture. The MLCB is multi-line circuit breaker. It's the generator disconnect. See here.
Okay, I know where the generator disconnect is, 2 circuit breakers and side panel on side. But where would I find the test points to insert leads?
Let me know if you got the picture. Just sent. Sorry for the quality, on my phone.
I got the pic. They are covered up by small round caps. How do I know which is hot and which is ground?
Red lead on the left test point, black on the right.
Okay.
Let me know when you complete the test, and send me your recorded voltage. Please be sure to go through the steps 1 to 6 step by step. If it's higher than normal, I'll walk you through how to calibrate it. If calibration doesn't fix it, you'll need a tech out there.
When you say set MLCB to open position, you mean what?
Open equals big breaker off, close equals big breaker on.
When the lead holes are above each other, which is hot?
Top red, bottom black. 240V will indicate either way. Not like 120V, there is 120V on each leg to ground, if that makes sense. For the sake of argument, just think in terms of left right / red black top bottom / red black. Let me know when you've measured a voltage. Have to step away again for a few minutes.
I'm not reading anything WTH or without breaker on. My voltmeter has a 600 and a 200 setting and neither is registering a thing.
Machine needs to run. Was it running? 4. Set a auto off manual switch to the manual position. Note that the AC under and over volt shutdowns have a 10 seconds delay. 5. Turn on breaker, measure and record voltage. 6. Set the auto off manual switch to the off position after done. Turn the scale to 600 on your meter. 600 VAC.
No, I have done nothing with alarm as yet.
Rock the switch off then to manual. Let me know it clears the code. We can't measure voltage without a running genset.
I finally have a reading of 243 to 244 volts.
That's a bit too high. Need to calibrate.
Okay, how?
Is it staying at 244? Climbing? Or jumping between 244-243?
Slightly, it hovers between 244 to 245 volts.
245 is too high. We'll try and adjust it down just a tad and see if that helps. Just a tad because we are close to where we need to be. I'm going to talk the steps out to you of calibration.
All right.
This is going to require a passcode for your controller. Do you know it or should I look it up?
You're going to have to look it up.
Just a second. 1. Set up volt-ohm meter to measure AC volt. 2. Set up ohm to measure output voltage on the breaker. 3. Turn off main line circuit breaker on the generator. 4. On the controller, press the escape key until the main menu is present. Main menu will say history, edit, status, debug. 5. While at this screen, proceed to enter this password: up, escape, down, escape, up. 6. After the password been entered, proceed to the edit menu. 7. Press the down arrow key until the screen indicates calibrate voltage ND. Press enter. 8. After pressing enter, A value will appear on the screen. Default setting from factory for calibration is 1024/9. Set auto off manual switch to manual 10 while unit is running. Us the up and down arrows to adjust calibrate setting. Higher value will create a lower voltage at the breaker and vice versa. A lower value will create a higher voltage at the breaker. Do not adjust below 990 or above 1040, that could damage your genset. Get it exactly between 240 to 244 and not a volt higher. In your case, try to even stay below 244 since it was hovering. Once you get it perfect, hit enter to lock everything in and save the setting. To verify everything is okay, while the unit is running, verify that the output voltage at the breaker is consistent within 5 volts to what the controller displays in debug menu under outputs.
Okay, on display if calibration was 1016, I increased to 1024, then took a reading at generator breaker, was hovering between 242 to 243 consistently, then went into debug and only able to view inputs was 237. Does this sound okay?
Pretty close to perfect. To believe that will fix your issue. Smile if not, Therese issues elsewhere. Lock it in and let's see, shall we? Factory setting is 1024 anyway.
Have looked it in. Should I run for 15 minutes or so to check?
Yep. Sounds about like a good time frame. When did it give you overvolt? One day while it auto-exercised.
Last Saturday was the first time. I reset error code and it did the same thing today, ran for about 1 minute before shutting down. I have it set to auto run every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. for 15 minutes.
Sounds like it just got out of calibration. Happens sometimes. Everything's still running okay.
Far so good. 10 minutes into it.
If you have questions about your genset in the future, you can put for Tamar D so other experts will leave it alone and I'll be happy to help you. Hopefully I earned 5 stars. Smile.
I am so very impressed that you were able to walk me through this procedure. I almost gave up a couple of times, but your patience and knowledge really gave me the confidence to persevere. Thank you so much. P. S. I will definitely keep your name in my files for future issues. And yes, if I could give you 10 stars I would. Thanks again, Art Blake.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Smile.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/ythi.